first year criminology student. Welcome to my presentation. Let's dive into the topic, which is all about community pillar. The community pillar serves as the fifth pillar of the Philippine criminal justice system. In this chapter, cover themes related to that, in particular, its wide service for the families called charge and are seen as the main institution in the society for deterring crime, rehabilitating offenders. What is community? Community refers to social, religious, occupational, or other group sharing distinct in some aspect to society that exists. This community refers to organization in relation to Philippine juvenile justice system from childhood to adulthood, whereas it is most significant to every individual before conviction due to commission to crime and or after service sentence. In short, the community refers to the civilian populace in municipalities or public general and can be used interchangeably with public citizenry, society, or even perfect sector. Here we have two roles of community as the fifth pillar of criminal justice system. Number one, community role in crime prevention. Community is very significant, which is vital towards attainment of the free crime society of institutions in community like family, school, church, and etc. So community our society forms or shape of who are going to become, and this case community or society dissuades of violating criminal laws. Number two, community role to an ex-convict aims community should accept reality. Prisoners have served probation. This community should much be very willing to offer support and acknowledge to every institution. Next, we have here the major community. Community has various organizations or institutions that is significant role in CJS or criminal justice system of crime prevention and control. We have here in the life, family, school, religion, or church. Here the first part of the community, which is the family. Family is explicit all who live in the same household, including servants and relatives, with some person or person directing this economic and social unit. And we have the kinds of family. We have A, B, and C. A, the nuclear family. B, the extended family. And C, single parent family. For the nuclear family, which is known as elementary or conjugal family, consists of one or more parent. B, extended family. So for the extended family, it is beyond nuclear family consisting of parent, children, aunt, and an uncle, grandparents, and cousins living in the same household. C, single parent family. So single parent family, it is a single parent is someone who is unmarried, without or divorced, and not married. A single parent household can be headed by mother, father, or grandparent, and an uncle or an aunt. Is we have family in crime. So family in crime that shows positive relationship, thus it shows proof of the relationship between family in crime. And under the family in crime, we have four parental supervision, broken family, and forming attachment. So one for parental supervision, there has to be a higher risk factor for the future crime delinquency associated with a negative family quality such as for parental management for children. Number two, broken family. Broken families, the empirical evidence that demonstrate that the children from broken families are more likely to engage criminal behavior, just like, for example, children raised in non-intact homes are more likely to engage violence crime. Number three, forming attachment. Forming attachments, it is a teenage criminal and habitual deprivation of parental love and affection going back to early infancy. Thus parental sterility and physical and emotional abusive child shapes the future delinquent. We have family in rehabilitation. So for family in rehabilitation, is the family that can sustain support in an individual during your entry and integration and can protect future generations from involvement of legal and correctional system. This part provides insight on how families in their formerly incarcerated for loved ones cope after a prison term. We have here under the roles of family during rehabilitation. We have a family members as coaches. Family members as of coaches tend to act as coaches and they are supporting their loved ones, especially during the reentry and reintegration. Example, providing support with compassion and concern to loved ones' well-being. The family support role transformation. Family support role transformation is from family members who support their loved ones. Transformation of roles from strange and positive involvement roles, just like, for example, family tends to motivate and develop positive roles to remain committed to their entry and reintegration process. C. Uncertainly worry. Uncertainly worry. All of the family members express their feeling of uncertainty and worry both during and after their in incarceration. Family members affected by feeling of anxiety, emotional and physical health. Family members are get worried about their loved one. Throughout incarceration, for example, attending community college or vocational program and or substance abuse treatment could be developed during pre-release period in partnership with the family members, the returning prisoner parole or probation and only relevant social service program. We have the second pillar of the community, which is the school. So the school, the second integral stage of behavioral or social development process is the school. It is said the second is an extension of the home having strategic position to control crime and delinquency because it is also exercise authority over child that enters its jurisdiction are considered as a second parent having the responsibility to mold the child to become productive members of the community by devoting energies to study the child behavior, using all available scientific means and devices in an attempt to provide each the kind of amount of education they need. School, we have the school as capital investment. Crime prevention roles of the school are: first, we have school emphasize the role of education as a human capital investment that increase future legitimate work opportunities which discourage participation in crime. The educational may also teach individuals to be more patient and in most cases mechanism related to chance and preference or social interaction such as that educational attainment is likely to reduce most types of crime among adults. Second, attendance in school. We have here the main ways in altering school attendance more likely to affect their contemporaneous engagement in crime. We have here A. First, school may have an exposition effect where your youth cannot be in two places at once and many criminal opportunities are more limited in school than on the street. This effect depends in part on ease with which youth can engage in crime during non-school hours. Longer period of school attendance should increase labor market skills and improve future employment prospects. This in turn may make juvenile arrest and long periods of detention more costly, reducing incentive to engage in crime while enrolled in the school. So living in places that frequently poor or intensively policed together with having limited access to education, stable job and permanent housing put adults, children and families are at risk of becoming unmanaged in the legal and penitentiary system. And we have here the third part of the community, which is the religion or church. The church is an institution that provides the places for public worship and the service that needed to enhance the spirit world. The church influences people's behavior with the emphasis on morals, life, highest spiritual value, worth and dignity of the individual, and respect for the people's live-in properties. The church generates a strong will of the people to oppose crime and the under the church, we have the church mission. The church mission is curbing of crime and reshaping the criminal justice system is not just all about a public policy but a test of church commitment. The community of faith is called to teach us from wrong, respect for life in the law, forgiveness and mercy. Under her beliefs about the sanctity of human life and dignity must be at the center of approach. This issue chart teaches values and beliefs that society must protect its citizens from violence and rehabilitative services for former inmates. We stand with victims and their families. Victims of crime and their families turn to their local parishes for compassion and support. This chart encourages the victims to direct redirect their anger from opinions to true justice and real healing. Reach out to offenders and their families, advocate for more treatment, and provide for the pastoral needs of all involved. Therefore, rehabilitation and restoration must include the spiritual dimension of healing and hope. The church must stand ready to help offenders discover the good news of the gospel and how it can transform their lives. The parishes are called to help rebuild their community. Parishes also be instrumental in developing programs for prison and victim ministry policies that help reduce protect the innocent involve the victims and offer real alternatives for the crime. And this part of individuals are called to advocate for policies that reflect values involved in the civil society, faith, and citizens, whereas church encourage, promotes, and/or advocate to more resources into restoration, education, and treatment programs that focus on community healing and personal accountability. Church and state consultation. With the church and state consultation, church tries to reflect on what was learned and encourage church leaders through consultation with those involved in criminal justice system and encourage victims and inmates for a reformation and rejoin society upon the parishes and ministries. Take note, there are various agencies or institutions within the community pillar, but authors viewed family, school, religion, or church as a significant pillars. That's all for today's presentation. Thank you and God bless.